Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am Ben, and today I'm going to be looking at the RXB Audio Little Buddy amp stand. Let's get into it. So a couple of weeks ago, I was hit up by a gentleman named Adam Widmer of RXB Audio who asked if I wanted to try out one of his Little Buddy amp stands on my guitar channel. And I've been considering getting something like this, but I've been pouring so much time into my channel and my real job that actually pays the bills that I really haven't had time to upgrade my studio functionality and aesthetic. And when I say studio space, I mean that little 20 square foot corner in my house where I can still record some music. So when this opportunity presented itself, it was definitely like two birds with one stone kind of deal. I could try out an amp stand, which I otherwise, like I said, haven't really looked into too much since I've been so busy, and also get another review for my channel, which I always like doing. And I was especially happy to do this one after talking to Adam a little bit more and even looking at his website and learning that, you know, he is just a one-man band, small shop in Tennessee that's making these things. You know, each one of them is hand-built per order, and it seems like he puts a lot of care into it just based on even the packaging. You know, it's a pretty well printed out package here. It's not just a reused piece of cardboard like I use when I ship something across the country. So that's the first indication that I think he actually cares about his product, which is really cool. So after I agreed to do this review of the Little Buddy amp stand, Adam asked me, well, what amp are you going to be using it on? I think I'll use the Vox AC15, I told him. About 2 hours later, he got back to me. Okay, well, I think I'm going to send you the bigger of my two stands, which supports amps between 20 and 28 inches wide. And that's what's in this box here. This is the Engineer stand, which is the larger of the two. There's also a smaller stand, which is called the Technician, and that's made for amps between 14 and 18 inches wide. Now the price of these stands hover around $60 each, depending on which side. I think the bigger one is $65. Not a bad deal considering you're supporting a small business owner out of Tennessee. You've got a direct line of communication with the guy that's actually making these, and he's got a 100% buyback guarantee in case you don't like it. The only thing that's left, as far as I'm concerned, is actually trying it out on the amp itself. Now, what is the benefit of putting your amp on an amp stand, you might be asking? Well, the first, I think, is the most beneficial to bedroom guitarists like myself, and I know a lot of you are like that as well, is just getting your amp off the floor so the sound is going to your ears and not to your legs if you're standing up or to your chest. That's going to increase the clarity of what you're actually hearing. Now, if you're recording your music, this can have a couple of benefits as well, as the microphone is going to be a better representation of what your ears are hearing if the sound is pointing up and you're not getting that additive bassiness from the compression of the bass into the floor and adding extra rumble. So from a recording perspective, I actually probably should have done this a lot longer ago than today. Now let's see what's inside the box here. First and foremost, very impressed with this packaging material. I mean, I know it sounds silly, but the fact that he's got some customized material here is impressive. Inside the box here, let's see, we've got some nice padding in here. It's simple packaging, but effective to just keep everything protected and nice. These must be the 3 cross braces that the amp rests on right here. More protective foam. And then this itself is the actual vertical stands. And then let's see, it looks like we've also got some protective strips here as well as some feet could go underneath your amp stand here to isolate it from the floor a little bit better. So let's see about assembly for this thing. Oh, look at that. Maybe that should go on the face of this unit here. I like that better. I actually am going to install the rubber padding on this stand too, just for added S's and G's. So that's my amp right over there, the Vox AC15. I'm actually going to play it and leave this microphone running right here on my chest, and we'll see how it sounds. And then I'm going to pop it on the Little Buddy stand here, and I think you'll be able to hear the difference in just the angle of that amplifier right there, which is 6-7 feet away. I actually got one of these big boy amps here. It's a Groove Tubes Solo 150. This thing is humongous. I think it might be just at the end limits of what this little buddy engineer stand can handle, but let's stick it on there and see how that does as well, there you have it, guys. That is the little buddy stand from RXB Audio. Thank you, Adam, for sending it out to me. I'm super happy to finally have one of these in my possession. Worked like a charm, went together super easy, 20, 25 seconds. You just slot all the wood together where it fits. Very self-explanatory. Also, I like that it's very portable in case I want to take it apart and travel with it. Well, let's see, I take that off, I take this off, and look at that. Boom, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. I could stuff that in a backpack or in my glove box if I wanted to. Anyway, if you guys are interested in checking out the little buddy amp stand here, I will put a link for it in the description below. You know, even if you don't make a purchase, you can check out some of Adam's blogs and see kind of more about what he's about. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I will talk to you next time.